In the 100th PGA Championship, Brooks Koepka.
It's incredible. Looking where I was, sitting in my couch, watching the Masters, and to think I would do this, I would have laughed at you and told you there was no way, no chance.
Brooks Koepka was born May 3rd, 1990, to parents Bob and Denise. He was raised in the beautiful Lake Worth in Florida. Brooks attended Cardinal Newman High School in West Palm Beach, and by an early age it was clear that he would take up the game of golf. But golf wasn't the only family's claim to fame, with Koepka's great uncle, Dick Grote, a baseball legend. Grote won 2 World Series as a shortstop with the Pittsburgh Pirates. His father, Bob, also played baseball. He was a pitcher at West Virginia Wesleyan. And he passed that on to his son Brooks, who says, "If I could do it over again, I'd play baseball, 100%, no doubt." At age 10, Koepka fractured his nose and the sinus cavity when a babysitter's car was hit at an intersection. That summer, he couldn't play any contact sports, so he spent most days at West Palm Beach's public golf course, Okehele. Koepka made his high school golf team as a 6th grader, and at 13 ended his father's 5-year championship streak at Sherbrooke Golf and Country Club in Lake Worth, Florida, by taking him down in the final rounds. Later that year, heartbreaking news broke in the Koepka household. Denise, Brooks' mum, was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she vowed not to tell Brooks until after his college golf finals. He went on to play golf at Florida State University, graduating with an ACC Golf of the Year honour 2 times in a row. He also holds a school record for a career stroke average of 71.85. Brooks' brother, Chase, is also a professional golfer, now playing on the European Tour. Age 22, Brooks qualified for the 2012 US Open Championship as an amateur, but he missed the cut by 6 strokes. By the summer of 2012, Koepka turned professional and began playing on the Challenge Tour in Europe, winning his first title in September at the Challenge de Catalunya. By 2013, he had his 2nd victory on the Challenge Tour. The day after his 3rd Challenge Tour win of 2013, Koepka qualified for the 2013 Open Championship. Making his debut as a member of the European Tour at the Scottish Open, he finished 12th. In his first event of the 2014 PGA Tour, Koepka led after the 2nd and the 3rd rounds of the Friars.com Open. He ended up finishing tied 3rd. He then went on to play at the US Open, collecting 4th place finish, earning him the PGA Tour card for the 2014-15 season and his first ever Masters invitation. At the PGA Championship, he finished 15th, and that year he was nominated for the PGA Tour Rookie of the Year award. On the 1st of February 2015, Koepka won his first PGA Tour event, the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and he moved to 19th in the official world ranking. At the 2015 Open Championship, Koepka improved every day, and a final round of 68 vaulted him as a tie for 10th place at the Old Course at St Andrews. And by the end of 2015, he chose to give up his European Tour card. By the beginning of 2016, he'd signed for Night Golf. He then went on to play in his first ever Ryder Cup, and he was a huge component in the winning team. He went 3 wins, 1 tie, 0 losses in his debut victory over Europe at Hazeltine National. Something that doesn't get mentioned very much is Brooks' close friendship with fellow Americans Dustin Johnson and Ricky Fowler.
You want to outwork everybody, and you want to beat everybody. You put in the work, and the results will come.
The combination of the work that Brooks puts in the gym, as well as practice with Butch Harmon Jr., just shows why he's got to where he has in the game. On to his breakthrough year, 2017. Koepka won his first ever major championship, claiming the US Open at Erin Hills in Wisconsin. His win tied him for the record of the lowest US Open score at 16 under par, equaling Rory McIlroy's record from 2011. 2018, and not the best of starts for Brooks of the year, having to pull out of the Masters with a wrist injury. But he was soon back fighting fit, and it was time for Shinnecock Hills, and time to defend his US Open title. After a fantastic first few rounds, he put himself in contention early on. Shinnecock was playing pretty tough, but Brooks was playing some great golf. But he managed to hold on, becoming the first person since 1989 to win back-to-back US Open titles. Next up, it was on to Carnoustie, the Open. Not quite how he wanted to finish, he ended up 2 over par for the week and tied 39th. Finishing up for the season, the last major, the PGA Championship at Bellerive. After a rather timid start of a 69 in his first round, Brooks went on to shoot 7 under in his second round, 63. Then another 4 under 66, followed by a following 66 on the last day to leave himself 16 under par, holding off a late charge from the great Tiger Woods back on form. 2 major championships in one season. I think Brooks would be pretty happy with that going into the start of the year. So what next for Brooks? Well, I'm sure you'll have his say at this year's Ryder Cup at the Golf National in France. After his record from 2016 and this year's form, I'm sure he's going to be up there showing how good he really is.